Hello artists, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. For the first part of this next section, we're going to be learning about how to draw the final template for our sequential art and illustration project. You might recall from last week, we had a sketch template, so there's 8 spaces, 7 drawings, and 1 space for the title of our sequential artwork. So if you want to, you can do the same thing that you did for last week, but on a new piece of paper, because this is going to be considered our final drawings, our very, very best work. So if you recall, we folded this in half like a hot dog and folded it up as a hamburger and a hamburger again. But the last little finishing touch that you'd want to do, and again, this is on a new piece of paper, is that you're going to want to take a ruler or a piece of paper or magazine and use it as a straight edge to draw pencil lines, which I've already done just as an example. Okay, so each of these boxes, instead of just through by folds, are separated by pencil lines. All right, so that would be an easy version. For my overachieving artists, which I hope there are many of you, I want to show you how to make a template that's just a little bit more exciting than everything being the same size. And actually, if you want to Google sequential art template or sequential art examples, you can see there are tons of different options for templates that you may want to consider using. So I would definitely encourage you to do that, but I'm going to show you one way. The first thing is I want to give my paper a border, and I have just a ruler here. Again, if you don't have a ruler at home, you can use a straight edge piece of paper. Hopefully you have some type of paper or magazine that's a little bit thicker. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 1/4 inch mark and another 1/4 inch mark. Does anybody remember why do I make 2 marks when I'm measuring? The answer is, drum roll, that's how we make sure that the line is straight. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the rulers that I have at my house because they slip really, really easily. So, hey, I can complain with you about some of the supplies I have in my own home. So again, I'm making a mark, and straight line. Again, make a mark at 1/4 inches, and hey, you are going to decide how you do this. So if you don't want this little 1/4 inch border, well then by all means don't add a 1/4 inch border, add a 1/2 inch border, add no border at all. All right, you do have some choice in this project. So again, a 1/4 inch and a 1/4 inch. I should really note that I would encourage you, like we would in class, since we're going to be able to eventually add our medium to this project after we draw everything out in pencil, I would encourage you to draw lightly. I'm going to draw a little bit heavier today just so you can see things more clearly. So you can see I have a 1/4 inch border around the whole project. All right, so now I have to think about how I want to divide up my space. And as you might recall, we are going to have 8 different boxes to work with. So I have to plan out how do I want to divide up my paper. So first thing I want to do is I want a longer title box, I decided. Okay, so I'm going to make my title box 2 inches. So I'm going to make two marks. I am going to draw a little bit more lightly, and I'm hoping you're going to be able to see it. So I will want to erase some of that. Okay, so my title is going to be longer, and I think I'm going to cut it off at, let's do, if I had the ruler facing the right way, that would be helpful. I'm going to do 5 inches. Make a mark. And again, make another mark. Okay, and can see, this is why I wanted to draw lightly, because there I go erasing. And I stole my son's pencil and it doesn't have the best eraser. But again, we are making do with what we have at our house. All right, so for my next square, this was my title box. I'm gonna make this next one, I'm gonna continue the line I started. Now I'm gonna make this box a little bit longer. Okay? I think I wanna make it, for fun, even a little longer. All right, so let's figure out, let's say I made that 3.5 inches. Make a mark, make another mark. Okay, all right, so now I have one box, I have two boxes. All right, now I have another box, so let's see. Now let's see, maybe I make 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I make longer boxes out of this. I mean, I could do that, or I make another, maybe a square box. Now I can choose, I can if I want to. I can choose to have some space, some empty negative space that I'm not going to use. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to say I want this box, next one to be 3.5 inches. If you enjoy sketching and you want to plan this out in advance, you may certainly do that. You could sketch it out just like you did with your other sketches. Okay, so it's going to be 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box. And then I can make this one 5. I think I'm going to make this even longer. 6. Okay, let's see. Now I'm going to measure again. I'm going to say, let's make this box 4 inches. 4 inches. Okay, that's box 1, 2, 3, 4. If I want to, I could make this just my box 5. Okay, sure. Or maybe I want it to be a little trickier. No, just to make things more fun, I am going to make this box longer. So I'm going to make it go down like that. And then I've got to make this 4 inches. 3 inches, excuse me. I made 2 marks. Okay, so I have 4 boxes. Now I need to, was I saying 7? I need to get 8 boxes, 4 more boxes out of this. Okay, so I'm going to put in some more empty space over here. I'm just going to follow. All right, now that I decided I want some empty spaces, I'm just going to continue that. Okay, so now here's where it gets tricky, and maybe I should have planned this out better. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. I kind of see dividing this up 5, 6, 7. And what I really need to do is probably cut up one of these bigger boxes up here to give myself 8 boxes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick, I think, the largest box. I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to split it in half. So it was 4 inches. I'm going to make it 2. And again, I'm going to make 2 marks. Okay. And then the box down here, I'm going to divide it up into 3 sections. Let's see. So it's about an 8-inch. Let's see. 2 3/4. That do it. I think I'm going to make the outer 2 boxes 2 inches. So 2 marks, 2 inches. And on this side, 2 inches. And 2 inches. And there we go. And then I have a big this bigger box in the middle just to make it look more interesting. So let's double check. I've got my title, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so that means I've got my 8 boxes that I'll be using with my sketches. All right, so remember, your template might look very different than mine. It might be as simple as what we did last week. Here we go. Or it can be really complicated. You might have boxes on a slant. So I'd encourage you, please look up some examples on your computer, and I'll look forward to seeing what you got. See you soon.